I'm Joellen Litz with the Lebanon County Commission for Women to say congratulations on being nominated into the Women's Hall of Fame. Why don't we start by you telling us your full name and about your family?
My name is Josephine Ames. Everybody calls me Josie. And I'm married to Commissioner Bill Ames, as you well know.
Yes, happen to work with him
Yeah.
on almost daily basis.
And I have 3 children, 2 boys and a girl. Doug Cheney, Mark Cheney, and Arthur Doherty. 6 grandchildren, 5 boys and 1 girl.
Do they have names?
Yes, let me think here.
I don't want to, if you don't want to, I can cut this out.
That's fine. Brandon Cheney and Carson Cheney, they belong to Julie and Doug. And then I have Lucas and Jared Cheney, they belong to Mark. Then I have Meredith Doherty and Joseph Doherty, they belong to Audra.
Wow, what a great family.
Yeah.
Aren't grandchildren wonderful?
They are, I love them.
Oh, you can love them and spoil
Yeah,
them and
yeah.
sugar them up and send them home, right?
Yeah.
Oh my. Well, you have some ties outside of America to Germany. Tell us about that.
I was born in Germany in a DP camp, which is a displaced persons camp that was set up by the U.S. government, the U.S. Army. And my parents, my dad was from the Ukraine, my mother was from Poland. And when the Nazis overran Poland, they always took the young in the family to work in Germany. And my dad, he left the Ukraine when he was about 15 to work in Germany because that's where the money was at. You know, they were really destitute in Ukraine, so he left home and he went to work in Germany. Of course, got involved in the, you know, again with the Nazis and everything, that, you know, he had no way of getting back. Not that he really wanted to get back to the Ukraine because it was difficult. My mother was taken in the middle of the night. That was their forte. They what they did was they came in knocking at the doors, and I took my mother and her sister, and they were sent to Germany to work. My mother worked on a farm. My father worked in a flour mill. When the U.S. troops came into Germany and everything was kind of free, then the war was basically over. My parents met at a DP camp. That's where they went with the displaced persons, and you had your choice of where you wanted to live. You could have lived in Venezuela without any sponsorship, or Australia was taking a lot of the people. Canada was taking some of the displaced persons also, but my mother had family in New Jersey, and they sponsored us and brought us over, so we came over.
Wow. And so how did you become an American citizen?
I became an American citizen when I was 18 years old, and you know, I took the test, passed the test, and became a citizen.
Wow. So you put a face on the immigration here today, and that's wonderful to tell and share your story. I'm sure that there are a lot of people out there that just don't realize what we have here in America, and to have somebody choose to live here, that's very special.
It was very special. My parents decided that they did not want to go back to Poland or the Ukraine because there was nothing there. And with family that was in New Jersey, and we came in January of 1950. We came here to New York and started life in New Jersey. My father had a job right away, and he couldn't speak a word of English, but that's okay. He made it, and Mom and Dad raised 5 children here in the United States.
Okay, well, coming from that background, you are a hard worker. I mean, you just put your nose to the grindstone, and you do things. You have a cleaning business and a landscape company and a retail store and a yard waste and composting center, and oldies laundromat, and Main Street Classics. How do you run all of these?
I have good people. I have good people.
And where do you get the ideas? I mean, tell me a little bit more about it.
I just got to the point where I worked for a commercial janitorial service, and I was a liaison between the office, the business, and the clients. And if there was problems, I solved the problems. And then I decided that I think I could do this on my own, and started out with a vacuum cleaner and a mop. And now sold the business to my son Mark, and he has close to 100 employees, and we are the second largest janitorial company in South Central Pennsylvania.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And you do a lot of volunteer activity in the community, the Halcyon Center, the American Red Cross, the Rescue Mission, Agape Family Shelter, Salvation Army, Easter Seals, and you're also on the tourism board.
Yes, that's my passion.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
I've always been involved in the Tourism Bureau, and when it was at the Expo Center, and it was decertified from there, then we set up a new board, and we got recertified, and we have taken tourism to another level. I'm really, really proud of that. We've gotten a lot of bus tours coming in. We attend all the Motor Coach Association conferences. We just push Lebanon County, and I'm really proud of it. And people are really beginning to take notice.
Wonderful. So in closing, tell me a little bit about what you would say to the next generation following you, the younger women who are saying, wow, how can I be successful in business? How can I be active in my community? What words of advice and wisdom would you give to them?
Basically, what I would say to them is do it. You know, you can do it. A lot of people don't realize, you know, the background that I come from, and some of the hardships, learning English and so forth. If I could overcome that and do what I did, anybody can do it. And you put your mind to it, you work hard, you persevere. I think if you have a passion, go ahead and do it.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Josie.
Take care,
And
Joe.
again,